is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Luton versus Arsenal preview. We haven't done a stream for so long together, Brenny. How are you, my friend?
I know. It was only about, maybe 52 hours ago and 8 minutes, 10, 11 seconds long.
It's bad, isn't it? The amount we're having to do, the amount we're having to do at the moment is just mad. Just literally turn around in games is just crazy. We'll have to do another one Friday.
It's that time of the week though, isn't it? I mean, three games in 3 games in a week. So yeah.
I'm tired. I can't wait for the winter break. I can't wait for the winter break personally. Big up to BX Gunner already. Damn good intro. Thank you very much. Tony saying thanks, BX. Evening one and all. Hope we're all good. Yeah, not too bad.
What's your one?
Thank you so much. Woohoo. Still up. I'm in at the 11, but Bobster, you know I'm a centre back. I will put you as a centre back then. Seriously, this formation. Jeez. I'm trying to make everybody happy. I will change you for the next game. I haven't done the preview intro for that yet, so I'll change you for the next game, I promise. Jeez, centre back. Right. Anyway, Brenny, how are you feeling for tomorrow's game?
Luton Town. Well, I'm feeling good. I'm personally feeling confident to win. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are.
Yeah.
But there's me, when we come to playing teams like this, as you've heard me say it time and time again, as long as the C word doesn't come into it tomorrow, we will win tomorrow quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Because if that C word pops in, we're going to struggle tomorrow. Because I don't want to see it, because I've seen it too many times in the past. I hate it. You know, you have to go out there and do a professional job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see it. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
You know, with teams like these.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest threat and the biggest worry. It's not the players. It's
Yeah.
not the way we set up. It's not our formation. It's
Mm.
whether or not we actually turn up.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we'll turn
This
up
is
to the
it.
game, but yeah, it's yeah. Big up to Moss who's in the house as well. Proper centre backs we got. Nice header Kulu. What's that about? Is that about Tottenham game? I'm assuming so. And Tony Fulbrook is in the house as well, saying evening, Bobby and Brenny, and saying hello to the silver one. Right, I have to be honest. I always have 2 extra slides for tonight, but because we've never played Luton since the Premier League was formed, there is no slides. But I am going to talk about the fact that us at Kenilworth Road isn't great. I
It
looked
isn't.
into the
I
history.
know that already. And I
Yeah,
didn't, you know what? I didn't even have to look it up because I can remember the last time we played there in the league. It was the old first division. We lost 1-0. It
yeah,
was it was around, I think it was just after Christmas time, around 91. And
yeah,
we had a poor run that included a loss to them, and we had a loss at City as well. But and then the Wrexham game came up, and well, we all know what happened then. But yeah, we had a
yeah.
poor run. We had a poor run that Christmas to New Year, really poor. And Luton was one of the teams. And seeing the highlights that day, I mean, I was listening to it on the radio, and they deserved to win that day. It's like we didn't want that game.
Yeah.
You know?
What's Moss saying here? Good Lions. We have a 10-game unbeaten streak at Kenilworth Road. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, I'll get into the history in a minute. Because I have looked it up. What's Tony saying? Luton Town, let me tell you something about the Hatters. They're number 1 in the Premier League for accurate crosses per game. So Zinchenko starting is a concern if he starts, or I mean winless streak unbeaten for them. Yeah, that makes more sense, Moss, than the because trust me, our form there is shocking. And I've gone back to
really bad.
1955. So before that, it was Woolwich Arsenal, and yes, that is us, but it happened so long ago. It's not even worth talking because when we were Woolwich Arsenal, we absolutely annihilated them. But
exactly. You know what I mean? But we struggled to beat them on their plastic pitch as well, and then we still struggled to beat them even when they tore it up.
Yeah,
before they got relegated. So
that is actually something worth talking about because obviously back then it was a plastic pitch. It was a horrible pitch to play on. But it's Kenilworth Road as well. It is a strange stadium for someone that's used to a big stadium, and Kenilworth is a very strange stadium. It's strange for the away fans as well because you literally are walking through people's gardens to get into the stand. But since 1955, we have played them 15 times away, won just 3, drawn 7, lost 5. That is not very good for what is a Luton that I have to be honest have never been really big club, never really.
But they've always had special players over the years. They've had some special players, you know, and even in the 80s, I mean, to be honest, how I still cannot believe to this day how they beat us in that League Cup final.
Yeah.
I really don't. And it was a mess. I mean, you know, I don't really go what ifs, but I think the what ifs in that final was the what if we were 2-1 up, I think we were, and Nigel Winterburn had missed a penalty that could have made it 3-1.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised Alan Smith didn't take the penalties because he weren't bad with penalties. I mean, he wasn't our penalty taker, but I've seen him take a few penalties and he wasn't bad at all. I can't ever recall him missing one.
Yeah.
So,
Tony, another historian of Arsenal. Let's not forget 1988.
Exactly.
Silver one saying 1984. Yes, that was our last win. It was a 2-1 win on the 14th of January. 2-1 win for Arsenal. Lots of draws. Yeah, to be fair, it is a lot of draws, but still, they've still beaten us more than we've actually won, which is worrying. We've had the biggest upsets in cup finals: Swindon, Luton Town, West Ham, Ipswich. In cup finals, yes. Yeah, I was thinking of other games of Wrexham being one of them. Just 3 points somehow, some way, and then Villa. Yeah, that one is for me the hardest game of the week. No disrespect to Luton,
definitely.
but
Definitely.
Villa at home. Well, Villa for us away, but Villa at their home is a tricky game. I am dreading that game, if I'm honest. I can't. No worries. I'll make sense of it. Don't you worry. Let's get into form guide anyway. For some reason, StreamYard is playing a nightmare tonight, so I do apologise if everything takes a little while to upload. Right, so this is the form guide. Obviously, we'll go into ours. We won, beat Wolves 2-1, beat Brentford 1-0, beat Burnley 3-1, lost to Newcastle, beat Sheffield United 5-0. Obviously, we've been playing teams that are more bottom of the table, apart from Newcastle, and we have beaten them, not comfortably, but we've beaten them, apart from Sheffield United, obviously. Luton, they lost to Brentford 3-1, beat Crystal Palace 2-1 at Kenilworth, lost to United 1-0, drew with Liverpool at Kenilworth, and lost to Villa 3-1. Now, obviously, we've been saying that Kenilworth is the big problem, and it is a huge problem. No one's found it easy there. No one's gone there and just absolutely annihilated them, which is kind of what you expect. And again, I'm not being mean to Luton, but if you look at their team sheet, you go, wow, that should easily be a 6-0.
Yeah.
But it's the way that they play. It's the camaraderie. And Rob Edwards is a very underrated manager once again. Very underrated. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Right, let's go into how they've performed so far. We'll go into Arsenal's very quickly. Arsenal, obviously, first. 110, drawn 3, lost 1. 2.07 average goals scored now. 0.79 average goals conceded. 6 clean sheets. The chances created is going up. Everybody, it's going up. It's now 1.64. I'm getting happy. It's getting closer to 2. And Luton, 17th, 1-2, drawn 3, lost 9, 0.93 average goals scored, 1.86 average goals conceded, 0 clean sheets. So we should definitely get a goal. But yeah, right. The important thing, obviously, Brenny's going to have to take notice of this for the challenge as well, because it is a big list for Luton anyway. Let's see if it loads. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right, let's get into Arsenal's list very quickly. Timber is obviously out. Smith Rowe is out. Fabio Vieira's out. Tomiyasu is a doubt, so you can't pick him later. Obviously, people have picked him in the lineups. That's absolutely fine. That's a different situation. For Luton, Anderson is out. Potts is out. Burke is out. Nakamba is a doubt. He's very good, to be fair. Woodrow is a doubt. Doughty is a doubt. Meggy is a doubt. And Lockyer, who's a very good centre-back, who's played for them for years, is also a doubt. So there's a lot of doubts for Luton. I do apologise. Let's have a look, see what people are saying before we get into my 5 to watch. Burnley came alive. Yes, at last. I feel sorry for Burnley and I feel sorry for Company, because it's the way, obviously, they play differently now, how they did in the Premier League. I reckon if they played Dyke ball, they'd probably get more wins. But because it's more open and it's more attractive football, they're getting torn apart. But yes, they have picked up their proper good win now. Let's wait and see if that continues. We've played them now, so it doesn't matter. The stadium is a huge factor as to why it's tough to beat them there. Yeah, it's a very, very old stadium. It's proper loud as well. For I think there's what's about 18,000 you get at Kenilworth. It's about 18, isn't it?
Was that really?
Well, unless it's less than that. It might be less. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just going to have a quick look now, because it's going to bug me otherwise. Yeah, between 15 and 18,000. The capacity is 11,500. So I'm guessing that's exactly what they can do now. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Wonder if we wear the night. Oh, I hope not. Nightlight jerseys at night. Oh, I hope not. I'll be honest. I can't stand it.
Well, I mean, either. We probably will, but hey.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Tony, I've seen your team. I have starred it. I'll see if it matches, because we have got a heck of a lot of squads tonight. I think we've got 15 squads to go through tonight. People have been busy. If we have trouble with Luton, we don't deserve to win the league. I don't agree with that because Man City have struggled, Liverpool have struggled. It is a place that is a weird place to go to. I personally just want our players to turn up, be there, actually turn up, perform, then we'll win.
I watched the second half of their game early in the season against West Ham. I think it was their first home game because they had the first 2 away games, and West Ham were pretty convincing there. Even though they showed a bit of endeavour Luton as well, but even at Stamford Bridge, they lost to an out of sorts Chelsea, so wouldn't take them lightly at all.
No, I wouldn't either. It is a tough challenge tonight. But Brenny's up to it. Brenny does these challenges enough. He's up to it. We'll see if he auto fails though, because there is a few players on the Luton team that sort of fails.
Jeez. you know what, Bobby? It's funny because I was thinking about the challenge today because I was looking at Luton's squad. Obviously, there's players that I do know, and it's like I thought to myself, damn. I thought if we ever had if this was us, right, 20 years ago, and we had an England versus Brazil challenge for the World Cup quarter-final, and I'm thinking, but you can't have any Brazilian boobies because they were all quality. I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean?
I will never tell you if
Roberto
there's a
Carlos
game.
is my boobie. Roberto Carlos, we thought, Roberto Carlos? No way. No way.
I will never tell you if there is no boobies. There's always an Arsenal boobie. Everyone knows the Arsenal players to avoid because, honestly, if you pick Cedric, seriously, I just won't speak to you for about 2 weeks. But when it comes to the opposition, I won't tell you if there's a boobie or not, but there is 2 tonight. I will warn you there are 2. But yeah, if there isn't one, I won't tell you that either. It's just
I know you won't.
It just makes it more fun. You 2 would worry if we played their wives. Yes. We're not City or Liverpool. Yeah, that's true. But look, the way if we play how we played against Wolves and how we play against Lons, we should win that very comfortably tomorrow night. But we've definitely have games where we haven't turned up. So it's all about turning up, and that's what we need to make sure. Arteta's got to make sure that the players are up for tomorrow's game, because that's the important factor. Right, let's get into my 5 to watch for tonight. Tomorrow night.
Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening?
Very defensive, as you might have noticed. I'm not the greatest fan of some of their players, to be fair. But defensive-wise, I think some of them are actually quite good, to be fair. Osho, I know that Kelvin Gumza knows Osho as well because he went through the Reading ranks. So, yeah, Osho is very good. And before I actually go into these 5 that I'm talking about, we've obviously got Miguel Aziz within our ranks. Obviously, I think he's out on loan again. But his brother played on the game I did yesterday called Femi. Yeah. My word, is he good. He's quality, that kid.
I didn't click because I saw the last 20 minutes of that game, and I didn't click until you put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bam, you know what I mean? So yeah.
He was quality. He was by far the best player on Reading. To be fair, that Reading team, when they had so many youngsters, their big tall centre forward, who I'm going to call him Kelvin because his surname is ridiculous. I can't pronounce that. He looks fairly decent. I just needs a bit more confidence, I think. But that Reading youth again has always been good quality, hasn't it? For years, always.
Decades. Yeah, they've always produced. You know, they're kind of like Forest, kind of like West Ham, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Anyway, so the players that keep an eye out for Luton, Chong, obviously ex-Man United, had a great season at Birmingham as well before he moved to Luton. But yeah, he's a bit hit and miss, but when he's on it, he's on it. Jacob Brown, such a hard-working forward, to be fair, very underrated. I actually quite like him. Wouldn't want him at Arsenal, but he's someone that I actually enjoy watching personally. Ryan Giles, Might have something to do with the fact he's ex-Wolves as well. So I've obviously got to see him at Wolves as well. He's very good left back. Can't remember where he was before Luton. It was somewhere in the Championship. I can't remember what team, Bristol City or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, he had a very good season there as well. Osho can play right back, centre back. He plays more centre back for Luton at the moment. Yeah, Kabori's playing on the right at the moment, but Osho is very talented at both positions. And the final one is Amari Bell. Now, as far as I heard, he kept who did he keep quiet the other day? Did they? Yeah, they played Liverpool. No, they play. Hang on, who did they play? They played someone the other day, and all I got was, "Did you see Amari Bell keep such and such out the game?" I went, "No, not really." But I've known him through the Championship again, because a lot of these players are ex-Championship, so that's where I know him from mainly. But yeah, it's
probably the Liverpool game.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Right. Oh, here we go. Moss has put his challenge 11 in. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. I agree with you too. It won't be easy, so I'm only going for a 5-0. To be fair, Tony, you went for 5-0 on the RC Lons game, so you know your predictions will be respected. Because you weren't that far away from that one. Can G Talks Ramsgate cause another upset? Yes, they're playing Wimbledon tonight, so I do hope so. I kind of like Wimbledon just because they gave me some good memories, but it's not the original. It's very confusing. It's technically the original.
Yeah, it's not. No, I get what you mean. I definitely get what you mean.
Yeah. Reading kit with a Kyocera sponsor. Yeah, to be fair, their kit looks pretty nice. Their kit yesterday was lovely. I actually enjoyed that kit. Lovely grey. Really nice. Jamaica Belt is good. He is good. I can't believe he's 29 now. Time flies. Linton will try to bully us. Might get a few injuries if we're not up for it. Yeah, exactly. Being Kai back in before he cools down. There's a few people that have not picked him for the squads for different reasons. I think right now he is the perfect person to keep building his confidence. So yeah, I personally would pick him, but we'll see. They're exactly. They're the real dons, not the MK dons. That I have to be honest, Moss, you know how much I hate where the American football teams move from one city to another city. It annoys the heck out of me. So when it happened in our own country, trust me, I was furious. So yeah. But yeah. Right, let's get into your chosen lineups, guys. Right, Brenny, just to let you know, yours is the number 3 squad. So there's 15.
Okay.
And so it will come along quickly, but there is 15. You'll see the amount. It's little tinkerings here and there. And yeah, it's been a nightmare, but big up. I think it's about 45 people have put their squads in today. It's been mad. Right. Anyway, could you please rate Romans, Stewart, and Carlos's? They have gone for Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Lino Sousa, Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, and Nketiah up front.
Six.
That's 6. Is that for the Sousa pick?
Yeah, I wouldn't have him in a game like this. For me, I'd rather we were playing. If he was to play in a game like this, I'd rather we'd be at home to Luton, not away.
No, fair enough. Let's move on to Richard Liam's and John's. They've gone for Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
It's a strong team. It's very strong. Luton, I would give that. It'd be an 8.
An 8 for that one. Yeah, I quite like that one because we're kind of resting as well at the same time, which I quite like. because obviously we're resting Odegaard, who I think is essential for the Aston Villa game, if I'm honest. I think he's probably the most essential for me for the Villa game. And Jesus, again, essential. So, yeah, well done for those three, because to be fair, it's nice little tinkerings. I quite like it. Tony Fulbrook says put Kai up front. No one's put Kai up front this weekend. Not that I know of, anyway. Owners free enterprise, but yeah, I get it. Don't like it even myself. We are the Tinker Club now. Well, that's, there's nothing wrong with a bit of tinkering.
No,
we've said it, because you need to keep these guys ready to come in if there was a big injury. And the only way you can do that is just give them a game now and then. So, yeah, I have no issues with it personally. Right, let's move on to the next lineups. This one is yours, Brenny. Also chosen by Patrick, AO, Miguel, Stephen, Canners, G-Talks, and the silver one, because he did change it. I read all through the messages.
Yeah,
there was a lot of changes. Seriously, guys, you are not helping me today. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. So, Brenny, explain why you chose that, but also give it a rating, please.
Most definitely. If Tommy Asu, well, we don't know. I know he's a doubt, but Tommy Asu probably would have been in the 11 if he was fit, in place of Zinchenko or the rest of Zinchenko. Because I just have this feeling for the Villa game. I think he's going to perform. But I basically chose this. I thought, well, it's Luton Town. We need to be strong at the back. Back five, for me, can handle anything they got. And I thought the midfield, this will be a perfect game for Havertz because I think he can scrap. We know Declan Rice can, but we know Kai Havertz, he can scrap as well.
Yeah.
As well, and because you don't mind that the ugly side of his game there, but other than that, he's banging form at the moment. So wouldn't surprise me if we scored 2-3 goals. I think he'd be involved in all three. Odegaard's got his shooting boots back, but I still want him to dominate the game.
Yes.
I just want him to. It's like at times where he has the ball and he goes sideways, and you think there's other things he could do with it, So I'm sure we'll see the best of Odegaard at some point. It's not there yet, but it's coming. And Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, I think for the last two games they've clicked. They've just clicked into gear like they did last season. Long may it continue. So for me, I'm not dropping any of those three right now. They're fully fit, ready to go. Saka, Martinelli, Jesus wouldn't drop them at all.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
and for this team, I'm giving it a 9 for tomorrow.
No, I agree. No issues with you scoring at 9. I obviously have issues scoring 10, but yeah, 9, not an issue at all.
I've never scored 10.
Yeah. Right, let's move on to Jordan, Barry, and Zayners. They have gone for Raya, Raw Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Now, I know why they've gone with Waters. Obviously, Tomiyasu is a doubt. White, still a slight knock. So they've gone for the next best right back, basically. So it's not like just putting a youth player in there. They've gone with the fact that they think that two of the players need to rest, to be honest. So yeah, fair enough. At least they haven't put Cedric in, so I have no issues with that. But can you give that a rating, please?
Yeah, 7 for me.
7. Excellent.
I like Waters at right back there.
Yeah. And if you think about it, obviously, if Tomiyasu and White are actually both injured, who are we going to pick? Are we going to pick Waters or are we going to put Cedric?
Arteta will go with Cedric.
Well, I know he will, but what would we go with?
We go for Waters all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, I'd rather have if he's not going to pick Will Waters, I'd rather have Julie Waters ahead of blasted Cedric. You know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah. I never want to see Cedric playing again for Arsenal, if I'm honest.
that guy,
Right.
he's nicking a wage.
Yeah, exactly. Good wage as well. Let's move on to Tim, Takehiros, and Nicholas. They have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Koji, Dewberry, Trossard, and Jesus.
Oh yeah, likes that. I do likes that. I would say. I'm going with 8 for that because if anyone has seen Cozy Dewberry playing like last season or this season for the under-21s, oh my gosh, he's just so special.
Yeah,
he is just like he's just like Bukayo Saka but with more hair. So yeah, I would 8 for me. That's very strong. It's good enough to beat Luton tomorrow night.
Yeah, for me, because look, a lot of people don't think Koji Dubi's ready. I think he is.
I think he is as well.
I think the Premier League would actually be scared once they see him because they
that's
know how
right.
to deal with him.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
look, if we were brave enough to give Saka the chance, we're brave enough to give Koji Dubry the chance. It's
110%.
So let's move on to Jonas, Jack, Mohammed, and Tristan's team. They've gone for Ramsdale. There's only been 2 teams that have picked Ramsdale. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Cini, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Trossard.
8, strong enough. So that side will beat Luton tomorrow. Should beat on paper. Should beat them. But
look, we could all talk about the Ramsdale. It's your lineups. If you want to pick Ramsdale, you pick Ramsdale. There is nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to ever say no to picking Ramsdale because
and you know
it's your lineup.
Exactly. And you know something, I don't know if I said it on one of the previous shows in the last week or so, but you know, I've said already, Ramsdale, right, doesn't bother me, but Ramsdale, he deserves his flowers for the fact that even though we had a bit of a wobble, he kept a clean sheet at Brentford, and that's all you ask.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah,
that's what you want. Right, let's move on to the next 2 squads. The next one chosen by Rene, Ben, Antony, Mehmet, Kelly, and Gumza. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus.
8.
And 8.
Really strong.
Let's move on to Albert, Tom, Holly, Josh, and James H. They've gone for Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior at centre back, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Havertz, Jesus, Martinelli, and Trossard.
That's 8 for me. I wouldn't have any problems with Kivior's inclusion in the side.
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, we've got 2 games in a week, or technically 3.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
right.
Why not? You've got to give Kivior a chance because if look, God forbid, Gabriel gets a red card, Kivior is going to have to come straight in. Simple as that.
This is it. And you know what? And to be honest, I agree with you. I mean, if Kivior was playing in place of Gabriel tomorrow night, I wouldn't argue with that at all.
Would I?
And if we'd have drawn the game, well, I wouldn't get onto Arteta's case like, oh, we should have played Gabriel. It's like you just said. No disrespect to Luton, Villa is the bigger game on Saturday, and we need to be full strength for that game, or have our best 11 available. That's what I meant. So
100%. Yeah. Villa at home, like at our own home, is a different proposition because Villa away haven't been great, but Villa at home this season, there's something else.
Yeah. So with that rating, I didn't rate that one, did I? The last lineup.
Yeah, you gave it an 8.
Did I give it 8? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's right. I make sure I listen, mate. Don't you worry. Right, let's go with Gary's lineup. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Cini, Rice, Trossard, Havertz, Jesus, and Nketiah, Martinelli. I'm quite shocked only Gary chose his lineup, to be fair, because it's quite good. But there we go. It is what it is. What are you going to give this one as a rating?
No Saka. That's a 7 for me.
Okay. Let's move on to Andrew, Sam, and Karen's. They've gone for Raya, White, Kivior, Gabriel. So this time resting Saliba. Zinchenko, Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, and Nketiah.
7 as well.
Okay, wonderful stuff. Let's move on to TJ. Now, TJ, I know TJ personally. He does love our youth. He's actually a youth scout. So what he looks for is in youth. So any future lineups, he will put youth in. I guarantee it, no matter what. But TJ has gone for Raya, Walters, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, Koji Dubry, Sago Jr., and Nketiah.
I'm going with a 7 for that one.
Okay.
Solid 7 because also just to quickly add, I think with Walters and Koji Dubry, I think that partnership would be so good on that right, having played with each other, know each other's game. The left side Luton wouldn't know what to do with that, to be honest with you.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't
because they'd be expecting Ben White and Saka. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on to Florence and Matt's. They've gone for Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus.
8 for me.
8 for you. Wonderful stuff. Let's move on to the final 3. James, Armory James. He's gone for Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Havertz. Now, I wasn't too sure where James was putting Havertz, so he's either putting him on the left or he's putting him down the middle, but I just couldn't work out where Jesus was going to go. I don't know. To be honest, sorry, James, you didn't explain it to me in the WhatsApp, so I don't know. I would have put if that was my lineup, I'd put Havertz on the left and put Jesus down the middle, which is what I've done. But he might have put Havertz down the middle. To be fair to him,
and Jesus on the left, maybe. Yeah,
maybe.
But 7 for me.
7. Okay. Move on to Luke's. Now, Luke is obviously thinking that Tommy's going to be fine, which he could be. He is a doubt. Doubts do tend to sometimes start. It doesn't always mean they're out. Raya, Tommy, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli. I think this was mainly to do with height, because obviously Luton players are pretty tall. Even Chong was pretty tall, to be fair. So what are you giving Luke's team?
I would say, Kivior, I was impressed with him at left back against Lawrence in that second half, and he's proven that he can play there as well as at centre back. So strong as it is, still a strong team. I'll give that. It'll be an 8.
8 for Luke, and finally, Mosses. He has gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli.
Strong, very strong midfield. Maybe. I mean, that for me, for Moss, that'd be an 8 as well, because I think Trossard, if he was up to I think he'd have a really good game.
Yeah, he would. I think that's his best position by a long shot, if I'm honest, is up front, personally. But that's just me. But yeah. Right, let's have a look at all the messages. Sorry, I do apologise, guys. I'm on full screen, so I don't know what's being said. Right, let's have a look. Bobby asked Brenny to pronounce 9. He did give himself a 9, to be fair, and I agree with it, but he can say it. No, I promise. Tony. Good lineup, Brenny 74, mine too, except Trossard and Kivior having. Like I said, it's little tinkerings tonight. It's little things, apart from TJ. TJ just went rogue. It's fine. On looking at squads being picked lately, have people given up on Ramsdale or the fact Arteta won't pick him? I don't know, to be honest. No one really no one gives me reasons, and I don't ask people for reasons why they pick the lineups. But yeah, it was only 2 squads tonight with Ramsdale. Which maybe people just are giving up to the fact that he's probably going to go at some point. So the first 20 minutes are important. Yeah, 100%. I know that Silver one, that's his player, Rosiak. Can't wait to see Rosiak. I think he still needs one more stepping stone before we see him. But I think Koji Dubry is ready now.
Yeah, I saw Rosiak played 90 minutes last week against Lons.
Yeah,
he didn't have a bad game, but Lons were just too good.
Yeah, exactly. Can't believe there's still talk about Steve Cooper getting sacked. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
I'll be honest. If he gets sacked before Paul Heckingbottom, I'll be shocked because Paul Heckingbottom should not be in that job. I didn't think he should have got. I think they should have sacked when they got promoted, a bit, if I'm honest. But there we go. If we don't beat Luton, I'll be on his back, says Tony. Boo, Gary, no Odegaard. It's more to do with resting Moss. It's not that they don't like him. It's resting Odegaard for the Villa game. So I think.
Yeah, well, this is it.
If you think about it, it's going to be a cold night in Luton because it's not London, even though people say Luton's London. It's not.
Exactly. Everyone here rates Odegaard. Everyone in the chat, those who say they do rate Odegaard, but Moss, even you can see this season, he's not the Odegaard of last season, but we're waiting on that. So, I wouldn't take that personally.
And I will say, Moss, it's not DWTT. DWTT, when he puts his team in, I put DWTT because we all know him as DWTT. This is a separate Gary. I can't tell you who it is, but it's a Gary that we have known for quite a few years. Being an Arsenal fan, he is well known within the Arsenal circuit. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he was in Only Fools and Horses, wasn't he?
I see City have been charged after yesterday's match. I guess that will take 2 years. No, that's an automatic charge. They'll be able to appeal it like Arteta can. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, look, they were stupid. Absolutely stupid. Everyone knows the rules now. Do not do that. Kovacic's laid his hands. Yes, that might be dealt with separately. It might take a little bit longer, or he might just be spoken to. That might be it.
I was pleased with the result in the end. I was very pleased with the result.
Yeah, let's be honest. We weren't too sure if, because obviously when Tottenham have got those results, it was Kane was in the team. It's without Kane now. It's a different manager as well. But obviously City really do just struggle against Tottenham. I don't know what it is, but they do just struggle against them. It's crazy. John Brady disappointing as winning run comes to an end post-match. Big up to Luke, Northampton Town fan. Yeah, you lost at the weekend. I can't remember who you lost to now. Who did you lose to? You lost 3-0, 3-1, something like that the weekend. But yeah, look, unfortunately, it happens in League One. You have a little run, then you have a couple of blips. It's a roller coaster, League One, mate. Stick with it. You'll be fine. I don't think you're not exactly that close to the relegation zone, so you should be okay. If you just keep picking up wins, you'll be fine, mate. Tony Fulbrook saying Bobby Russo or Nketiah up front. I'll be honest, and I'm sorry, people, but I would rather have Russo. She works so damn hard. She may not score the goals that we want as Arsenal fans, but my God, does she work hard. I don't know if you watched it was either the last game or the game before, where she had a cracking tackle in her own penalty box because she worked back all the way back. And it was a goal-saving tackle. She works so hard. That
wasn't against Brighton, was it, by any chance?
It might have been. You know how many games I do. I lose track of the games I do. But it's mad. Odegaard, it's the fact that if he picks up an injury, Moss, he won't be available for Villa. And I'll be honest, I'd rather him was available for Villa than
definitely.
If I'm honest. And then we got Brighton at home the next game. So, yeah, if you're travelling to Luton tomorrow, make sure you zip up. Yeah. Tony is well known for not liking the place of Luton. Not the team, more to do with the place for personal reasons, and that's fine. Had a hip flexor and a concussion. Okay, not the Gary I know. Yeah, it's not that Gary, mate, don't worry. How about FA Cup draw at O'Brenny and Bobby? What date that match then at Emirates? Early January. I couldn't tell you the date, mate.
I don't know. I know it's definitely going to be live, but I haven't a clue when. I don't know when, to be honest. I haven't even seen a whole draw. Really, I haven't seen a whole draw.
No, I watched it just before I did the Easter game yesterday.
Yeah,
it's just typical. We get Liverpool in it. Like seriously.
Well, look at that time when we had all Premier League clubs up to this, even including the semi-final FA Cup, and we lost to Man U, 2004. It'll probably happen again if we get past Liverpool.
If we get past Liverpool, yeah, it'll be interesting to know exactly when it is because obviously we've all got AFCON and we've got Asian Cup as well, so that will affect both of our squads. So it'll be interesting. Right. Really happy we've got two lasses at Arsenal. They are getting better and better with that Guna coaching. Yes, I'm guessing you're on about the Canadian ladies. I'll be honest, the one player that I've been impressed with the most that we brought in this summer is Cooney Cross. She is incredible. Took a couple of games, to be fair, to get her, get her bearings. But my word, does she play amazing football? I'll be honest. I think Leah Volti really has a work cut out to try and take her out of the team now. If we can't beat Luton with changes, then our squad is an issue. Tony saying it's 6th or 7th of January. I think it might be the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Because it will be the Saturday, Sunday. Oh, actually, it'll be the Friday as well because they do games on Friday, don't they? So it'll be the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of that weekend. Monday. And I guarantee Arsenal, Liverpool will be one of them, and Sunderland, Newcastle will be the other one. Because that is a game I can't wait to watch. I hope they don't clash them because I will be so annoyed if they clash them too. Because I want to watch both of those, especially the Sunderland, Newcastle. My word, is that going to be feisty? Right. Oh, yeah. It's special time now. Freddie loves these times. It is challenge. It's the challenge. Oh, actually, before we get the challenge, I know that there has been two squads, and I forgot about this. Sorry, Tony. Tony's team is Ramsdale, White, Zinni, Saliba, Gabriel, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, and Martinelli. Could you please give that one a quick rating for me, please?
That is getting a 5 because that is just so poor, Tony. It's absolutely crap. No, I'm kidding, mate. I'm kidding. No, you're getting an 8.
You're trying to wind him up. Oh, I love it. Right. And BX as well. I didn't see this team. I did double check, but BX, yours is slightly different to everyone else's. So it's Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. So could you give BX's rating as well, please?
For tomorrow, that'll be 8 as well.
That'll be an 8 as well. So well done, BX. Well done, Tony. Thank you for putting your teams in, guys. Really appreciate it. Right, let's get into the challenge. Can't wait for this one. Right. So for people that don't know, you have to pick 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from Luton. You have to do the home formation, which is a 4-2-3-1 formation, which Luton use majority. So yeah, here we go. I've got a feeling in the back of my head that Brady's going to pick one of the boobies tonight because I know who they are. Obviously, I do. But I've got a feeling he's going to pick him. I don't know why. I just got a feeling he's going to pick it one tonight. Right. Here we go, Bren. Let's do this. So we're going to start with Luton first.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Chong. He's not a bad player.
Where do you want to put him? I will allow you to put him in the right, the middle, and the left, just behind the striker.
Okay. He could play behind the striker.
Yep. Okay. Not a problem. It is quite versatile. Oh, come on. Don't say you're not going to work for me now. Why are you not working? Oh, there he is. He did come up. The whole system's just not working. There we go. Right. Next player, please, Brenny.
Okay. Go with. This is a tough one. Thinking of Mark Bell. Go with him, Gabriel. Also, he could play left back, can't he?
I'm going to allow that. Yeah, because if you play right back, he can pretty much play left back as well. So yeah,
because I'm just thinking about his versatility.
Yeah, you want to put him a left back then? Yeah, I'll show.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Third player then, please, Brenny.
Mari Bell.
Okay. Again, you can put him on the right back if you want to, or put him as one of the centre backs. That's fine.
Okay, you put him in as Tommy Asu is down, isn't he? So put him in as a right back, please.
Okay. When it decides to work, come on. Oh, seriously, it's not working for me tonight. Where is he? Right, you choose the fourth one, mate. I'm going to try and work out this.
Okay, no problem.
There he is. Right. Okay. Your fourth one then, please, mate.
Silly question. Have we sold Lakonga, or is he on loan?
He's on loan, mate.
Oh, yeah. Well, that counts out then.
Yeah, it does.
Out of the question. Okay. I'm also thinking about who the boobies are, because I thought if I go with Ross Barkley, he's probably one of them. And even though he's there, I'm certainly not picking Andros. He's finished Townsend, so never came into it because I already knew he was there, and I thought, nah, it's not happening.
Yeah, not happening, that one.
You know, there is one player that I've seen. He's not been bad when I've seen him in highlights and sort of the marvelous Nakamba.
He's on a doubt list, mate.
He's on a doubt list, isn't he?
Yeah.
This
one's really tricky, to be fair.
Yeah, he was pretty solid. Okay, yeah.
So
Ryan Giles.
Who's that? Sorry?
Ryan Giles. Go with him.
Okay. Right. Where do you want to put him? Because obviously you've put Osho at left back.
Yeah.
You want to put Ryan Giles in front of Osho?
Yeah, he could go in front.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow that because he can play left midfield, so that's fine. Okay, your fifth and final Luton player, please, mate.
I don't know why it already felt like I chose 5 players and I didn't.
Sorry, mate.
Jeez, this is a tough one. Injuries, and like I say, injuries have not helped as well. So,
yeah,
you know what? We'll go with the goalkeeper, Kaminsky.
Okay. Okay, right. Let's go with the Arsenal players. So it's going to be Saliba and Gabriel at the back, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. Jesus up front.
Yep.
Saka on the right.
Yep.
Okay. Rice, I'm going to guess is one of them. Who's the other midfielder?
Well, he's fit to play, and it'd be for me it'd be Thomas Partey.
Okay. That's fine with me. I have no issues with that. Right, so this is Brenny's team. Kaminsky in goal, Bell, Saliba, Gabriel, Osho, Partey, Rice, Saka, Chong, Giles, Jesus. Okay.
That was tough.
Okay. It is tough, mate. It is a tough one. And you spoke about the two boobies and you didn't pick them. So, yeah, you're safe.
Oh, right. Oh, Townsend and Barkley.
Barkley and Townsend, yeah. You know me too well, mate, now. You know me too well. Right. Oh, Mr. Kaminsky. Look, he's a good goalkeeper. I do get it. I'm going to have to give it a 7. 7. Yeah. Only because Ryan Giles is a good left back and he can play left midfield, but it's more like attacking midfield, isn't it? So I don't know how much he could do. Mind you, he's got one heck of a cross on him as well. So you know what? I'm gonna mark you up to 8 because actually Ryan Giles has got a very good cross on him. Chong, decent enough. Rice, Partey, yeah. I'm gonna give that an 8. Right, let's move on to the two teams that have been given to me as well. We'll start with Dr. Paul. They've gone for Ramsdale, Kabori, Osho, Gabriel, Giles at left back, Rice, Sinchenko, Saka, Odegaard, Chong, and Ogbene up front. Now, I hope you agree here, Brenny, but I think Dr. Paul's team is better than yours. Do you agree or not agree? I just feel I looked at that. I was like, that's a good squad.
You know what? That is a strong lineup. That's a very strong 11. Definitely.
It just fits together. Chong is very good on the wings, not just as an attacking midfielder, but he can play on the wings very comfortably as well. Sinchenko, Rice, defensive midfielders, brilliant. Osho at the back with Gabriel, Kabori. I know it's very much a Luton defense, but I think with Gabriel there, you got Ramsdale in goal. It's very good. So I'm going to have to give Dr. Paul's a 9. Let's move on to Kerry. Raya, Osho, Saliba, Gabriel, Giles, Mapanzu, Rice, Saka, Jacob Brown, Chong, Gabriel Jesus. That's another good team, though. It's the fact that I got Jesus up front. Mapanzu, good hard-working midfielder.
Saturdays is going to be easier.
Yes, filler in it. Yeah. I'm going to give that an 8 as well. So Dr. Paul wins. Well done, Dr. Paul. That was a very good team that you poked today, to be fair. That was really good. Kabori's really good. Right. Anyway, let's get into the people's comments, the people's challenge as well. Let's try and remove this. There we go. Right. Let's have a look-see. Ready, I didn't expect more than a 5. I missed you, talks. My sister Kelly, Bobby, she absolutely raves about Katie McCabe too. Always since watching Arsenal now religiously, she does. Yeah, well, as you know, I watch it religiously now as well. I've only missed a Conti Cup game so far. Only because it's so hard to watch. That there's no streams for it. They don't. Arsenal.com don't always show it. The FA player don't show it, so it's impossible to watch Conti Cup. But yeah, I've pretty much watched them all season. Katie McCabe has been fantastic, but there's been so many good performances this season. There's a couple of wibbly wobbly ones as well. Zinsberger, I can't wait till she is no longer a goalkeeper. I'll state that categorically. But yeah, so far so good. My challenge team, as I watch Luton a lot, is Cedric. Well, I guarantee you would definitely get the auto fail because he is the only Arsenal player you cannot pick without getting an auto fail. Right, Brenny, you're going to have to help me say this guy's name again.
It's Tabrez.
Tabrez.
Ali
Thank you very much.
Janjua. He's not Spanish, by the way.
No, we had this conversation the other day, which is why I wanted you to say his name for me. Right, Tabrez Janjua. Big up to you. Evening, lads. Just thought I'd give Bobby a chance to murder my surname again. Yeah. I'm trying. I try, I promise. Yeah, the Bobby Boobies. Is that what we are calling them now? Yes. All the time. Brenny, get a free for that team. I'm fair. Is it me or does Bobby pick the best team on who plays?
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's funny. It's not. I just like an all-round team. And look, Brenny still got an 8. I just felt Dr. Paul's was just that little bit better, personally. It was close, though. I'm not participating this evening. Right, let's look at Moss's, because I want to give Moss's a rating here as well, because I think he did quite well. So Moss went with Kaminsky, Kabori, Saliba, Gabriel, Osho, Rice, Odegaard, Chong, Saka, Ogbene, Jesus. I like that. I like that a lot. Has he picked the 5 for Luton? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he has. You know what, Moss? That's a 9, because that's really good. Yeah, that's a 9 because Kabori, for me, brilliant right back. I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they got him from City. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure Kabori came from City. Osho looks amazing. So that it's a 9, mate. Well done, Moss. Right, predictions, Bren. What are we going with for tomorrow night?
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 to the Arsenal. Okay, 3-1. Guys, in the comments, please do put your predictions in. If you're watching this on playback, please also put your predictions in so I can write them down. What do I think? Actually, M's there now. M saying 2-1 to the Arsenal. Yeah. Sorry, for people that don't know, M's just behind the camera. So it's just saying that prediction. I'm gonna go with 3-2 to the Arsenal. I think it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Eb's face right now. You do realise you your face. Right, let's have a look. Finally, I confirmed the challenge. No, you haven't won. You haven't won the challenge. You got a 9.
Exactly.
Just like Paul did.
One more. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right, Bobby. City Tariq mentioned it to me one time. Okay, cool. 1-0 to the Arsenal, though 1-1, I wouldn't be surprised. So Tony is going 1-0 with the heart and 1-1 with the head. I'm going to put that there because I think that's probably the wisest way of doing it. 2-0 to the Arsenal is what Moss is saying. Tony, you went for 5-0. I put that down earlier. Cheers for that, Tony. But yeah, Moss reckons it will be Saka and Trossard, and it's December, so happy Christmas. From Moss, there you go. Happy Christmas from Moss to you, then. Now I've seen Brenny's challenge team, I'm more confident 5-0. Right. Okay. Right. Thank you ever so much, Brenny, for joining me once again. Where can people find you, my friend?
Hey, you can find me on X, find me on Instagram as well, and you can find me on the Armory TV.
Thank you very much. Brenny, are you joining me tomorrow?
Yes, I am. Because I know I said 3-1, but I thought if I join you tomorrow, I didn't want to just come out here and say, oh, yeah, we'll win 6-0. So, I'm just hoping that we get 5 or 6. Yeah. So I thought, be the good luck charm again. So, yeah, I will be available to watch along tomorrow.
Yeah,
I've
got something to tell you in a minute about that. But big up to DWTT saying hello. But Dermot is joining us tomorrow. Dermot is the host on THFC Till I Die. So it's a Tottenham fan joining us tomorrow because he wants to cover it anyway. But he knew I was setting it up. So he's going to join me as well tomorrow. So Dermot will also be joining us tomorrow. But yes, you'll see us tomorrow at 8:15, I think the kickoff is. There will be Christmas decorations due to the fact I will be doing it downstairs. Em's looking at me going, yes, you definitely are doing it downstairs. I know I am, darling. So you'll see me tomorrow. Hang on, there's one more comment that's just come through there. Big up to Big T. Subscribed to us the other night whilst I was doing the game on the agenda. Big up, smash the like for you. I enjoyed watching Spurs help you out. Thank you very much, Big T. Appreciate it. Dermot is joining in the hope if we slip up. He is, I'm sure he is, but he's going to be watching all the games this week as well. He's doing games on Wednesday as well. I think Tottenham play on Thursday, I think. Guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening and rest of your day wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye.
All the best.